We got this.
Says we're live, everybody. And there are only four of us here, so we think we can handle it though. But we're anticipating other people coming in. So how's everybody doing? Welcome. Thanks for coming in. And since there's 19 people in the chat, so we've got some lurkers. And I'm not going to go through and say hi to everybody in there. Just welcome everybody, and we're going to go ahead and get started. Thank you, Maria. Here's somebody coming in now. Yeah, Ed said he wasn't going to come in, but he was going to stay in the. There's Susie.
Hey, Ed.
He was going to be in the chat.
We got an all-girls panel. That's like the mouth. Sorry.
Let me get my wig. Let me get my wig. I can put my picture, hide my picture.
It could be Bobette.
Right? Or Barbara. Barbara's Bobby. We usually call Barbara's Bobby. Hey, everybody. Welcome again. So we were just getting started, Susie, and we don't have a topic, but I know people have topics to bring and stuff to talk about. And Eric said he was going to show us some of the stuff he got at the Repticon this weekend. So, and I have some things I can show if we get really, really bored. But I think I'm going to do a walk around like Cooper was doing. I never do that unless it's late on Pam's stream and I'm just feeding fish. And I think I'll try to do that in an hour. I don't think I can, but I could do a two-part, like on a Wednesday, Pam.
Just make sure you have your pants on.
I won't have my pants on. Not up walking. I can't have pants.
Well,
no way.
Don't let your reflection show.
Right. You may have to remind me. But you'll have to ask me some questions and that kind of stuff and keep me moving. So maybe we'll do that.
Susie, it was good to see Cooper.
Wasn't it? Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
His fish room is amazing. It's an absolute working fish room, constantly breeding. He's constantly getting in new fish. I'm like, wow, I don't even know how he does it. I don't know how
he's like one of the best kept secrets in the fish room. The fish room.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he posts all the time, but he does not want to edit. He says I'd be as real as it is. What you see is what you get, which is cool.
Did you say he does post, Susie?
He posts all the time, but they're like, basically, it's his advertising his fish. So he's got all the Central and South American fish. He's breeding them all. He's got some beautiful species.
And yes, they are always breeding.
I was telling Dee Dee when I first came in, it was just she and I said that I had found him like 3 years ago or maybe longer and really loved that he had South Americans. And I started following him, and then only like 1 or 2 people would like his videos, and he had maybe 700 or 800 subscribers. And he's like, I'm just going to give up. He was saying, I'm like, no, I'm trying to get to 1,000. So, I mean, it was a long time ago.
Right.
And no. And I see he did, and he's well over that now. So I'm glad he stuck with it.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. And he's got a female Trimac for me.
I saw that.
I'm very excited because my Triton, I would love to try to breed them someday.
Well, have him send you some of that magic water.
Right?
Yeah.
Because he has magic water like George Alcabal does.
Yeah. There is such a thing.
Apparently.
There is such a thing.
I love his in the wind videos, like when he's traveling or at the airport picking up fish. And he says so and so, it's something in the wind. I love those.
Yeah.
So he's a cool guy. He really is.
He is.
Shed door just blew open.
Uh-oh. Is it windy there?
Yeah, a little bit.
It's a little windy here.
It's really windy here. The wind's blowing like a son of a gun, and it's 33 degrees.
Ooh.
Stephanie's in California.
Yeah, it was really hot here. Oh my Lord. Wednesday and Thursday, or was it Thursday and Friday? George can contest. I'm in Huntington. I'm near the water, really close to the water, but it was like 91.
Okay.
Which is hot for us, but George is more north, like towards LA County. And I think George was like over 100.
Wow. It's 43 here, and I thought that was cold. 33, man. It's April. I think they forgot that it's April. We're supposed to be having showers, not freezing rain.
Yep, it's weird.
It was pretty today here, so
Was
got
it?
out and mowed. Yeah, I got out and mowed and picked up sticks and all that good stuff.
Oh, I
It'll
can't wait
probably
to do
rain
that.
in all of May.
Yeah, I can't wait to do that. And I want to drudge some of the pond out. And I want to take it down a little bit more than halfway, power wash the rocks and keep all the sludge on the bottom, but keep the top half. So that's going to be pretty big doings.
Oh yeah.
Susie, is your pond empty right now, or there's fish in it?
No, it's overflows. It's about 2,000 gallons, and it's got all my koi in it and goldfish and mosquito fish.
How often do you dredge it?
Usually, I do a water change in the beginning of the season. It floods once or two or three times throughout the year, but I've never pulled it down and dredged anything out because I also have turtles in there, and they like that on the bottom, you know.
Yeah,
But it's just so thick. It's like that's not what I want my pond to be.
right.
That's a big job to open that up.
It's going to be huge. It's going to.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm kind of dreading it, but it'll kind of be fun. I just
Yeah.
gotta sturdy some rocks so I don't fall in. I don't need any of those YouTube videos.
Lady Diane said,
No,
just
yes,
wait
we
till
do
this
need
week.
those YouTube videos.
Hey, Skipper.
Wow.
Oh, that's
And I
funny.
muted him. Let me unmute you.
There you go. Now we got
Oh,
two guys in the
mute him,
sky.
mute
Here
him.
we go. Here we go. What's up, Skipper?
Hello.
Skipper!
I had to run and get some damn Easter candy for her class.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's right. Easter is coming up.
Yep. Yeah.
Priorities.
I
Yeah.
get a decent dinner next Sunday. It's not often I do, you know.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
Yeah.
We missed you, Skipper.
I missed you guys too. I need a break to get my zen back.
Get it? Did you get it? A little bit?
A little bit.
A
Yeah.
little bit.
You look
We'll help
rested,
you.
Skipper. Good deal.
Yeah, I started sleeping.
Good. That helps, huh?
Are you feeling better?
Oh, that part, no.
Oh,
No, my back and stuff, no, not until the end of the month.
Mm-mm-mm. And you're working like that?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Oh,
I know
yeah.
what I did too. I know.
Well, if it would have happened at work, it'd have been a different story.
Yeah,
Well, that won't
absolutely.
let you work if it happens at work.
it's workers' comp then.
Yeah.
That's what mine was. But
If you,
Yeah,
work,
so,
if you heard at home, they expect you to come in and work like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
did for 20 some years.
yeah,
Hello, Ed. I hope you're feeling good.
Yeah, we miss you, Ed.
he was messaging me during Susie's stream about heartworms for dogs and cats and taking care of them. And I said, well, I'm Maud. I'm sorry I'm slow or something. And he said, I'm going to come in. And that's why I said, here comes Chattanooga Ed. And then he came in. So,
It's nice. I can't wait to see his face again and hear that he's okay in real life. So
Well,
scary.
he posted a picture. His cats are keeping him company.
Yeah, I saw that. He's crawling on his legs.
I know I started to tell you cute legs, but he has to ride with me a lot. So it might make him feel creepy next ride in shorts.
He'll come in full length pants. He's like, it's
Right.
all right, buddy.
Right?
Probably wear sweatpants. Ed likes my legs, or Bob likes my legs. I can't do this.
Right. At least he's
Bob
got
has
some
good looking
legs.
legs too.
No, mine are skinny.
Wow.
They
Skinny
look
eggs.
nice.
Sports. He's played sports. So. Anyway, somebody said, nice story tell and share. Yeah, it's not bad, is it? I have to sit up straight. I don't have any stories, though. Stephanie, what's going on with your fish room? You know, you moved some stuff.
Oh, I have stuff to talk about.
Oh,
Awesome.
good.
Cool deal.
Always.
Good.
Cool.
That means I can sit back and relax. Because I ain't got
Yep.
I'm
Well, I
always a
do,
chatty
but-
Cathy over here.
I do, but it's nothing.
I don't have my
extravagant.
glasses in here. Damn it. Let me see if I got my glasses. I can't see
Okay.
anything.
Gonna call you Ed.
First roll
So-
of glasses, you have 8 pair.
I know. Well, I do have a lot, but they are prescription. But I started having success finally having my Cory eggs hatch.
Ooh,
And I know
Nice.
Skipper and I were kind of going back and forth with this, and I tried like many different things, but I tried like putting them in like a Tupperware container with some like an air stone and methylene blue. I tried Tupperware bowl container with some hydrogen peroxide and an air stone. none of that worked for me. I would change the water out daily. But what I did start having, and TM Aquatics put out a video on what had been working for him. Like, I don't know, I think that was a month ago, where he put his Cory eggs in a egg tumbler kind of on like low. He put them in a 10-gallon tank. He did mostly RO with a little bit of tap. And in that 10-gallon, I think he put a 5 ml syringe of some hydrogen peroxide. Well, I tried that, but I did my water parameters a little bit different. I did mostly my tap with some RO. And in the very beginning, I put some hydrogen peroxide. I don't think I put a whole 5 ml syringe of it, but started having success. So I've tried it a few different times. I've had 2 or 3 times, but they've been hatching.
Oh, good.
And then once they start hatching, yeah.
Oh,
I've hatched a bunch of Cory eggs, and all I've ever done is put them in a floating Tupperware container and drop an air stone on low.
Doesn't work for me for some reason. I must be my water.
That's all I ever did with them when I have them hatch and hatch and hatch.
Must be my water, because I tried it. Yeah, I tried it a few different times, like persistently, and it wasn't working for me. But I think that just brings up a good point. Like, you got to try different things until you find what works good for you.
For you, yeah, exactly.
And your water.
Yeah.
Like,
just don't give up.
Mine on spoons.
Yeah, she did her albino eggs on spoon with an air stone in a container you would have never thought somebody would have used for it's one of them drinking jugs with the spouts on it.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I put them
great.
on the spoon, and then I set the spoon on top of a sponge filter. And every once in a while, I had an air stone under here, how air will come out the side if that thing isn't straight. Every once in a while, some bubbles would come around it, but there was enough air flow around it. I didn't have fungus. And just every so often, there would be more eggs just dropping down, little babies.
That's awesome. Just got to find what works for you.
And that's like me, for an example. Whenever I first started doing it, I tried it the Lucas Brett's way. It didn't work for me. And I have a feeling it's because of my water. I got town water. So I don't know, whatever they use, where the water comes from the mountains too. So by the time it gets to us, I know it's going through filtration and stuff, but it's still going to have stuff that it ain't going to catch in it, right? And then finally, I just did it the Dan's Fish way, and with the peroxide in a deli cup, did 100% water change, redid the peroxide, and I have 20 some baby long thin Corydoreanesis.
Nice.
Awesome.
So, I mean, like she said, it's going to work differently for everybody because we all don't have the same water.
But if you leave the eggs in with the parents, they'll definitely predate on them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Some fish do and some don't, but mine were literally eating them as soon as they were coming out. So I would have to put my hands, and if she was flattening them on the thing,
my gosh.
I'm fighting the other fish off and collecting them.
Wow.
That's hysterical.
They were eating them while they were hot.
Oh, I have a tip. So, so this is one of my homemade. Oh boy!
Here, I'm gonna blow you up.
Hold on, let me find it.
He's gonna blow you up.
Let me
Shoot.
find the blow up button.
That's what the
ATF
godfather
is
does.
fixing to
Okay,
come
here
to
we go.
Bob's house.
Shoot, I'm trying to find my damn it, forget about it. It's my
Don't give up.
No. Let me switch myself, and then we'll do it that way. My spawning mop.
Oh, okay.
Wait. Camera. Let me switch it.
Yeah,
Damn
Mark.
it, I thought I took that logo down. It's still there.
But
Oh yeah.
okay, so spawning mop, and then what they do is in this tank here, which is my community tank, they would lay them behind the spawning mop. And so when I could tell they started to lay, I would wind up just go after I knew they were kind of done, is I would just go back and then pull them and move them and put them in the egg
How do
tumbler.
you pull them? Just pull the mop, or do you have to scrape them off the wall?
I gently just pull them off with my fingers, but there's so many ways. Some people do like credit cards or however you can get them. I just gently pull them off with my fingers.
Now, is that spawning mop just hanging there, or is it magnet on the side of that tank?
It's like a little suction cup from, I think, like a heater.
Oh yeah.
I bought some.
idea.
But I bought some. extra suction cups because for one of my like fluval heaters or something, was it the fluval heater? But yeah, I bought some extra, and so I had some, and I just thought I'd try it, and those work really well. But you could get the cork, or I think George from Aqua Balls does what is that little floater thing whenever you go fishing? Your little
Yeah,
bobber.
a
Bobber.
bobber. Bobber, yeah.
Yeah, so he does that.
I use wine corks.
There
That's
you
what
go.
I've got. I got mine from Tiffany White over in Nashville, and hers are with corks.
Well, if you soak those wine corks in wine for 2 or 3 days before you put them in the tank, then fish will get real relaxed. You might have a lot more eggs.
Right? Wine and dine.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
Dee Dee, that was hysterical.
That's a good one.
I love that. That was great.
I was trying to follow you where you were going. I'm like, what's she talking about now?
I knew where she was going. That was funny.
Well, Pam, you said you had tried the floating Tupperware thing. Do you just float it in the tank?
Yeah, I just floated it in the tank and then split the air on an air stone so it was just barely going.
Do you have holes
Drop it
in the thing, or just float it in there intact?
I just float it.
I always float.
Drop
Like
it,
that's what I
drop
do.
the air
with my
stone in it, and then
axolotl.
I dump the water out every day
Yep.
and put fresh water in it, or dump,
Yeah, floating it makes
of
it
it
so
out,
much
put fresh
easier.
water in.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I like that too.
I haven't tried that. I do the credit card and then the dance fish way. So,
I tried
I
that.
was too rough with it. When I tried to use something, I was too rough, so I had to actually pick them off with my fingernail and let it like get up under a fingernail, do one egg at a
I
time.
use the credit card because it's so much easier. And there was a couple times where I had like well over 100 eggs, so
Wow.
I wasn't going to sit there and pick them all off.
Yeah.
they're so funny in the chat talking about eggs, cheesy scrambled eggs, like Ed
I know, I
likes.
sort of want some eggs now.
Yeah, I know, right? An egg sandwich sounds good for supper tonight. Yeah.
That's awesome.
I'm glad Ed's feeling well enough to cut up with people. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
I know, I miss Ed. I miss
No.
Ed on Saturday nights.
I know.
Does anyone else have any good fish successes or things that have come up this week or gotten new fish or anything new in your fish rooms?
I got 15 new stir-by Cory cats, and they're all like 4 or 5 years old, so they're pretty big.
That's
Wow.
great.
So he didn't. They've been breeding for Ken for a long time, but he didn't think they were breeding age anymore. But I just think they're beautiful, so I'm like, I'm good with that.
They're pretty, yeah.
Yeah, you'd be surprised though.
They
Yeah.
live.
Stir-bys
Not
are my
9 or
first
10
Corys
years, I
to
think.
get.
Yeah.
And
Well,
they
they-
breed.
How long do they
yeah,
live?
now, Corys, to my knowledge, can live for many years, like 10,
Mhm.
10 15 years.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
think they can. Most kinds will live a long time.
Yeah, the bigger ones live longer
Yeah.
too. So,
Cory and the stir-bys tend to get, I think, a little bit bigger
mhm.
than like Weitzmanni or the Similis that I have currently.
Yep.
But yeah, I love them. I
And
have a
don't
blind
think
one.
I've ever
right now.
had this many Corys in one tank. So watching them all go together
It's
is
cool.
so fascinating.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because they work
They
with
really
school
do
kinda.
school.
Yeah.
That's why
That's
they
really
tell
cool.
you whenever you buy them, you should at least get 6 because they do love schooling together.
Right.
Yeah,
haven't
I
gotten
think
six
I
in the
think people
past.
that just get a couple of them are really missing out because
Yeah.
they have so much personality when there's big groups of them.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
They miss a lot of the natural behavior just getting
Mhm.
a couple. Yep.
And what's funny when
For
they
sure.
all park, like they're asleep, they park like in a row, like the
I know.
buses do at the school.
Yeah.
Yep.
I have 5 big Corys in a tank just below the level of my bed. And when I wake up every morning, the lights have came on in there, and they're all parked looking at the bed. And when I roll over, they're like, "He's awake," and they start swimming around.
That's like
Funny.
pencil fish. And who was that? Oh, Alex. Whenever I woke up, he was streaming. I was like, "This is crazy."
It's funny. I was up late last night
Yeah.
and he came. I saw his notifications. I think it was like 1:30 my time, 4:30 your time, and I'm like, "Oh, Skipper's here." It was
Yeah,
funny how many people were up.
I got up to get ready for work.
Oh my
And
goodness.
his pencil fish were staring at the heater. at the digital layout numbers. It was funny. I was like, this is crazy. All of them were just sitting there mid calm water, just staring at it. It
Wow.
was funny.
They'll do
that's
interesting
one fish I've
things.
never owned. Pencil fish. I've never had
They
pencil
are
fish.
nice. I've been thinking about them.
Those last ones that Alex was telling us about, the new one that they were working on that looked like they were doctor Photoshop. Those things were nice.
What were they? What kind were they?
They kind of look like a neon. That their red is the bottom half of their body is red.
Oh, nice.
I know
It was on Fish History on the morning show last week.
TM Aquatics has nice pencil fish.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want his pencil fish. I'm trying to find them.
Tom is another, not so well kept, but just like Cooper, he's an awesome breeder, and he's an OG. He's an OG in the hobby, just like
Who's that?
Lucas.
TM Aquatics. He actually
Aquatics,
has a
Tom.
Gills page.
My God, he was making me laugh on your channel, Skipper. He laughs at the funniest things, like he's a little boy sometimes. And then he starts laughing. He's not going to stop. And I got to go back and replay to see what I missed because I know it was something good.
Oh, you talking about today? That was Robert. Yeah, we were talking about TM Aquatics.
Oh, okay. Different one.
I'm going to look here, but he normally has a Get Gills store.
Oh,
Yeah, I've seen
A
stuff
good
from
what?
him.
Get Gills store. I'm going to look to see if he put it back up yet, because he only ships in certain time frames because of the weather.
Yeah, and he has some awesome fish for real good prices sometimes. And he's almost always every stream and Dan's stream. But we used to talk a little bit, but now he listens to Dan, and he'll almost always say goodbye right at the very end. So he's in there. He hangs out and listens to Dan. You know.
Yeah, his fish room is amazing, and he's got
Really is.
I mean, like, I'm jealous.
What say his name? I can't understand what you're saying if you're not saying TN. What are you guys saying?
T is in Tom, like T is in Tom, M is in Mary.
Oh.
TM Aquatics.
Let's see if I'm.
I'm sure you're subscribed. I think he's got like 15,000 subscribers, but
I'm subscribed.
he's
pretty
cool.
It's pretty amazing. Yeah.
His store ain't up yet. It might.
But he has had it lots of times because when I was looking for stuff, I would see his store up there.
I'm subscribed, but my notifications weren't on, and that drives me insane.
Mm-hmm.
Because every time I subscribe to someone, I always put the notifications on.
Right.
Because if it's not my notification, I don't have time to go searching. So I just
Well, check out his last video. It should be his latest one, where he shows everything he has, everything he's been breeding. He has a type of Corydoras that I want. It's technically
hatching
not
the
a Cory.
Corridor eggs. New
Which
rare
one?
fish.
It starts with a B.
Oh yeah,
Brain fart.
Maybe Maria knows.
yeah, she does. I'm sure.
Oh, that's
They have a
gonna bother me.
long snout.
Oh, I know what they are.
Oh,
I know what they
Tom
are.
is top
Is it
shelf.
the Scleromertax or whatever those are called?
Yeah, Peplin knows Tom. Yeah, he is awesome. He really is.
who did I send that to?
He was trying to help in a live stream. I was showing some fish I got. This has been a couple of years ago, and they were telling me that a pleco I got was a certain kind, and so we figured out it must have been a hybrid if it was. So. In the local fish store.
Oh, Maria, that's sweet.
I got him now.
You already.
Oh my gosh, my Corys are breeding right now as we speak.
Awesome.
Nice. Just that talk about wine corks set them
The
off. I bet you.
Similis.
That's it. Yeah.
The Similis. Oh my God, she's got her eggs in her little ventral fins right now.
That's
Aw.
As soon as I switch the camera, she'll. Let me try to switch it. See if we could catch her in the act.
You want me to blow you up again?
Let's see.
You like blowing people up, don't you, Bob?
I
Oh, they just
do.
took off.
See
They
that?
just took off.
Oh,
She said, "Here comes the mafia."
They're at the back now. Oh well.
Awesome.
Wishful thinking.
and how much time do you have from the time they fertilize the eggs to when you can scrape them off? Like, what is the window that you can do that successfully?
Hold on. I muted her. Now she's unmuted.
Mine
Depends on the
were
fish.
3 to 4 days. They would hatch.
Oh, wow, that's fast.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
Now,
Oh, something weird happened with my sound.
I muted you by mistake.
Oh, okay.
The buttons are right together, and my fingers are old
Yeah.
and gnarled. And
I think it depends on the species, honestly, and
Mhm.
what other fish you have in there. But mine are slow at it. But I think like what Dee Dee was saying, they were coming right behind her and eating them. Mine are take a while, but that spawning mop thing is like it gives you more time. It buys you more time because they'll lay them behind it.
Yeah, but
Remind you.
for them to go from egg to fry, I'm just saying for the Corys that I have, was they would hatch within 4 days.
Yeah.
Oh, did I misunderstand the question? Sorry.
Corey's eggs that I've hatched have been 3 or 4 days, depending on the temperature.
I think they were
as far as
asking
how long
long.
before you get them out of the tank, it's going to depend
Yeah.
on how fast
Can
they are.
you wait too long, and then if you try to move them, you destroy them?
oh,
Gotcha.
If you get them the next day, they're fine. The thing with some of them is you don't want to have a lot of movement with them. You want them to like. Lot of people will stick them on something like you did, Dee Dee, and we've also like the way her and I've done it, and Pam. Once they're in there, leave them alone.
Yeah.
You don't want to move them around too much because it will disrupt them. And they don't like a lot of light. A lot of light can do something to them also.
one thing too that I have noticed over the times that I've had them spawn is that if you have a planted tank, and it doesn't have to be anything elaborate, just like some stem plants, they really will prefer those over the glass, over the sand.
They love it.
Sometimes there's sometimes there's sometimes hard to see, but I got a bunch of long fin Aeneas that way and use Dan's method, but otherwise I just let them eat them. And I noticed a few on the glass, and I thought, well, I missed them again. I started checking the plants, and there were tons of them.
So I have a question for you guys. My sister-in-law asked me to set up her 75-gallon tank. She's tired of looking at it empty, sitting in her living room. If you guys were tasked with setting up a 75-gallon tank and she didn't want aggressive fish, what would you set up? And I can tell you what I went with. I went with 2 opaline gouramis, 2 geophagus, I think the Brazilian, Pandagara, and some giant Danios for the top.
That's perfect.
I
But
love
I'm
that.
trying to think,
Yeah.
like, what else? Like there's so many options. My
Rainbows?
mind is going crazy.
Any rainbows?
What do I have room in the tank from what I just described to add rainbows?
I think so.
75, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because they'll mainly do the middle and upper. So yeah.
Okay. And I told her she doesn't have to keep the giant Danios if she doesn't want to. I've got the 180 I can put them in. But I knew they were going to be hardy, moving, to get those geophagus out from hiding. Like they were going to be like real active.
All right. That's a great mix. I like that.
Yeah, that was good. That was a good call.
Let me tell you, spending money on fish that wasn't my money was so much fun.
Right?
I was like,
Oh, I
what?
bet.
And then I got my favorite decoration because she didn't want any like heavy rock, and she didn't want live plants. So I'm slowly introducing live plants. But anyway, I got the biggest decoration I've seen at PetSmart. It was like this slate that looks like a big pyramid that I've always seen. It's like $100. I'm like, that's never going to happen. She got it. I'm like,
Wow. Yeah.
I got to look at that now. I don't know what that. I
yeah,
haven't
it's like
seen
a
that.
big pyramid. It starts off probably about almost 3 foot, and then it goes up, and it's like slate. So it's like all these tiny houses for whatever kind of fish.
Wow.
And
Did you
the
take any
plastic-
pictures?
I did. I put some plastic plants in the back, and then I got 3 Vallisneria, the curly ones, Venusia, what is it called? And I secretly planted them, and I said, those are real.
Just so
Hey, Susie.
those fake plants are falling all to pieces.
I know.
Hey, Susie. Bunny Viper says, won't the Geo Brasiliensis, if I'm saying that correct, get too big for a 75?
Secretly, you're saying, okay, good, because I wasn't sure.
She
I told her,
said,
any fish that get too big, because she wanted 6 clown loaches.
she said, I thought they
I don't
get
even have a
huge.
tank big enough for 6 clown loaches.
Yeah, she says she thinks they get huge.
I've got 2 in the 180, and one of them's fully grown now, and it's maybe 9 or 10 inches. So they should be all right in a 75. The others are smaller fish.
Really? Okay. I didn't think any of the Geos got that big.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But I have Gymno Geos, and they are small. They are small.
Yeah. One of these I didn't raise from little. It was Ginger Gray's when she had to get rid of some tanks.
Okay.
And she called that fish the B word. She wanted to make sure it went. So it's
I
here.
was afraid the gourami was going to get too big. The opaline gourami.
They don't get that big.
It's a kissing gourami, but
right. They won't get that big.
The fish I was talking about was the Barbados.
oh
Yeah, you're right.
that's
Took
the
me
B
a while, but I
word.
knew I was talking to somebody about it and I couldn't remember.
Yeah. If those Geos get too big, sorry, Stephanie.
No, go ahead. You keep going.
I'll take them. I'll take them for.
That's what I would. That was my line of thinking. Any fish that get too big, don't worry, I'll help you out here.
You've got tanks, you can take them. Yeah.
Of course, I got her all the fish that I wouldn't mind taking on if they get too much for you.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Stephanie, I cut you off.
No, I cut you off. Sorry.
And
So
the
Patrick,
Pandagara are so much fun because she wanted 6 clown
oh
loaches.
yeah,
I said these are going to be better and stay smaller, and they're going to have the same kind of personality. They're going to be very active. So I talked her into the Pandagara instead of 6 clown loaches. I'm like, girl,
yeah, those are going to get big. Those
What?
are going to get big too. The clown loaches.
Oh, that's what I said. Like I steered her away from that because I don't even have a tank big enough for them.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I tell you, a nice loach that stays small and is not aggressive is the zebra loach.
You mean like the Botia striata? Not the yo-yo loach, right? The other one.
Not the Botia, no, they're aggressive. Because I was going to get some of them. That and then the skunk loach, I think. Yeah, the skunk loach. I was going to get them, and them 2 are aggressive loaches. They will go after other fish. But the zebra loach that Dan's Fishes had for sale a while back, that's where I got them.
Yeah.
Do you have them? Because I don't know the difference between the zebra loach and the striata.
Maria,
Yeah, they're held up in that castle.
Okay.
They love
not the Botia. Okay.
Maria
they're not
has some
the-
loaches too. I think she might have the zebra loach or something. And Maria, chime in if you've had some aggressive behavior with one of them. I thought that's what we had talked about.
Because whenever I went
Mike
down to
had the
that,
rainbow loaches.
I was going to go down that fish swap there. Well,
Yeah.
I did go, and
Ah.
I got on their website at that fish place. I was like, man,
Okay.
I'd like to have a different type of loach. Well, they had the Botia and the skunk loach, and I was like, man, the Botias they get beautiful.
Yeah.
But then I started reading up on them on different websites and found in some forums how that they can get aggressive, and I was like, no, because I was going to put them in here because I wanted something different.
I'm still here, guys. I was just moving so I can show my rainbow loaches.
I'm going to hold this up. You tell me if this is the fish.
Blow Susie up. I like to blow up people.
Yes, that is it.
Okay, that's the striata. That's the one I was talking. I thought they called it the zebra loach because it says Botia striata, otherwise known as the zebra loach.
Okay, yeah, that's it. Mine. Well, Maria Z says she has them. They can be aggressive.
Okay.
But she says the serpent loaches are also peaceful.
Okay. But yeah, I had a striata for. I think I still have her. I got her since going on the sixth year now, and she is so peaceful. But she hides a lot.
Yeah, mine do
Because I only
too.
have one. I don't know.
I tell you what, I don't have no kind of. I had MTS snails in there. I have none.
That's
I can send you some snails
awesome.
Oh,
if
they'll
you
eat
need
them.
any.
Man.
Well, that and them electric blue cars might snack on them too. I recently
Oh,
found
do
out.
they like to eat snails?
Well, they'll pick it probably the antennae and stuff.
Because I got
But
my very first blue acara.
they love crickets.
Oh, do
Ooh.
they? Because I've
I
got
always have
5
cricket
Acaras.
I found that out accidentally because I have them African butterfly fish in there, and that's what I feed them. I'll go
Oh.
get crickets and I'll feed them crickets once in a while because they love that. They need that protein or whatever. And I heard this plopping noise. I'm like, what the heck was that? I'm like, got no bass in any of my tanks because that's what it sounded like.
Oh wow. Are
And-
they hard?
And
Are
I
the
did.
butterfly loaches or butterfly fish hard to take care of?
No, I got 2 of them off of Dan, and they did really well.
Wow.
I love them. He's got 2 more. I was like, nah, I think I'll be all right with just these 2.
Look what Bob's got going on. What are they? Are they platies or variatas?
Oh, those are the
Yeah,
fatties.
these are platies, and these are almost skin skipper some of these
Ooh.
when I send his plants. Hopefully next week.
Yeah,
Yeah, these
those are
were all
really
babies, and I just had like 1 pair, and they've grown up. I was going to show the what you call them, the rainbow loaches. They're a lot more active when I'm feeding. They'll even get their butts up.
They almost look like they were Mickey Mouse platies.
Almost, yeah. I just saw them up in Robert Tennessee Aqua's store near him, past Knoxville up there. Once going to get them, I always like pretty platies, and so they've done well. There's some big old mamas in there. Look at those.
Yeah.
They're beautiful.
Yeah, if they have 1 drop, you're set for life. Trust me. I had some swordtails in the mail died. I cut you off, Skipper.
You have green lanterns too, right?
Yeah, I do. I added some more to them and lost one the other night. No, it wasn't. It was one of the variatas.
Okay.
Got some variatas too. High current.
And we're
You
looking
have-
for the rainbow loach?
Yeah, let me grab some food.
Maria
There's
Z
one
says
laying
there's-
right there.
Maria Z said those other fish go after slime coat.
Oh.
I hate fish that do that.
Which
Let me get
fish?
some-
I guess the ones y'all were talking about earlier. The
The
loaches.
loaches?
I'm going to leave myself blown up there because that's too many buttons to push. I'm just going to grab some
Well,
food.
If I could see that happening in like this 55, there's so much going on in there that the fish that are in there they can't get to. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah.
Everybody's fish are different.
Yeah.
So, Patrick, I want to answer a quick question for him. He asked a question a while ago, if he's still here, about the snowball plecos, the mini snowball plecos.
Yeah, that was way back. Yeah.
So, are they the smallest plecos? Personally, I think they are, as far as high pancistrus. And are they hard water types? I mean, they're high pancistrus, so technically they're from softer water, but a lot of times they've been tank grazed, and not a lot of times, mostly now they're tank grazed and tank bred, so they're probably accustomed to harder water. And I think as long as your water is stable and your parameters are good, they have an easier time adjusting from softer water to harder water versus the opposite. And then to answer your question about, do they need to be in groups or just one? That's $1 million question. But if I were a pleco, I would probably like to be among others of my own kind than just by myself. But I personally keep them with at least, for some weird reason, I bought 5 of them from Dan instead of 6. I don't know why I did that. But I would keep, if you have a choice to keep plecos, keep at least 3, but preferably at least 6 if you can. Just my personal recommendation, but you could do what you're comfortable with.
Well,
It's one of the rainbow loaches, and it's the female.
The one that kind of looks like an algae eater?
yeah, they
Okay,
just
okay.
click across the
Yeah,
screen.
just with
The
the hole.
males are the ones that are super pretty. I'm watching for one of them. They always come out for the first. Oh, darn it. But they really have colored up pretty. Oh, well. Oh, they're all back there playing. I see them back behind there.
I know. Bunny Viper said she's getting some vampire lyre tails soon. I looked that up, and I'm believing she's talking about a swordtail fish.
Right.
They are pretty cool looking.
They are.
Doesn't Eduardo have some of those?
Those red ones.
Are they the red ones with the red eyes and the red everything?
Yeah.
I have one of those. A male and his what's it called, a gonopodium, whatever his thing is too big to breed.
Yeah, that's
I got
them.
one male. He's still beautiful. He's absolutely beautiful.
They really are studs. Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty fish. I just looked them up. I'm like, man, and she's wants to fill 180 up with them.
Oh my gosh, that'd be beautiful.
Oh, that'd be nuts.
Oh, especially with greenery. Oh my gosh, that would pop. That would be beautiful.
They went to the other side.
Isn't that the way it is?
There's one on the bottom there.
Yeah, that's a female though.
There's another one.
Just one of the colored up males would.
Playing hard to get.
Yeah, I hate it. But anyway, check out Rainbow Loaches. There's a male. They really, really are pretty. And they're full grown now. They're, what, 4 inches, 3 inches? They're really pretty. Sorry. Get out of here. Got to blow myself up. I'm really happy.
So has anybody had or have Fahaka puffers?
Yep.
What can I put my Fahaka puffer in with? He's just getting big enough now. He's getting out of his baby tank. Is it a species only tank?
That's what people say, but you know, I had Dharma the Fahaka. I lost her recently, but she was in with fish for a long time. Then she finally ate them as she got bigger.
Oh.
But then I had her in with Haplos. My Haplos are huge. Let me turn this around. And
what size tank do you have her in?
55 tall acrylic. And I've got a new baby Fahaka too now. It's named Dharma 2, Too.
How big do Fahaka puffers get, Bob?
Over a foot, 14 inches.
Well, so it's got to be at least 18 inch, 24 inch deep, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The one I've got now, I've got in like a 2.5 gallon with no aeration, just plants and a little heater.
I got mine as it looked like this. It looked like a pea puffer when I got him. It was right when the pandemic started, so he's probably 2.5 years old now, and he's only this big. Like, do I have something wrong with him, or should he be bigger, or are they just slow growing?
I have read that the females get bigger, and also that there's some difference in size in that species. In the Fahakas, like 2 females that are sisters might be several inches different. So I've read that from people that keep them.
Bob, Brian from Pepin Creek wants to know if you could show us the Haplos.
Ooh, the Haplos Catfish, my favorite catfish.
I can. I was just about to flip my camera. Let me get back out of there.
Skipper, did you get some at the Keystone Clash last year?
Yeah, I got one left.
I got 3 last year, and I still got the 3. They're albino. They're beautiful.
I had 6. I got both of the variants that they had there, and that whenever I had COVID back in November, that was one of my tanks that got sick. And
I'm sorry, because they're so beautiful. Oh my god!
I have one left of the I call it the regular color, the calico color, or whatever. But them albinos, man, they're beautiful.
I still got the 3 of them, and they're ready for a bigger tank now. I'm like, wow, they're so fun to watch. They're so personable, like it's amazing.
Yeah, mine, he or she, whatever it is, will just sit there at the tank and watch me.
This is Algae City, guys, but this was Dharma's old tank. I said that, and the one-eyed little Oscar that I rescued is in here now. Oh, he's hiding back there because it's not.
I see him back there. Yeah,
he's not little now. I'm trying to get the Haplos to come up, of course.
And you have your Haplos in with the Oscar, and they're good?
Yeah.
Okay.
So far, I can't get them to swim around. Again, I didn't bring food with me, so.
Now, do the Haplos have the same kind of thing like the clown loaches have? Those little pointy things that can come out and...
I don't know if they have those retractable things, but they've got some big long whiskers.
Now your Hoplo is different. There's
Well,
different ones. Like,
there are.
Okay.
This one, I'm glad you said that because this one's smaller.
yeah,
And I got the two in there to keep this one company, and he didn't appreciate Algae City. He didn't appreciate the company.
because Susie, if I remember correctly, the ones we got, I don't believe get that big.
Okay. Because mine are
This
still
one-
kind of small, too.
Yeah, this guy's maybe 2/3 or half the size. Those outgrew him real quick, and he wasn't happy with them, so I moved him out to with Dharma. I think that's him. It is. I've got some of those polka dot Raphael cats in here too. There's one of their tails on the other side back there. They like a pile of rocks.
Oh man, speaking of them Raphael Catfish, I saw a spotted one, black with white spots.
Wow.
That's what these are. Yeah. Whoops.
Maybe it was zebra. I can't remember.
They're usually striped. Yeah.
Man,
Just dropped that water.
I should have got the stinking thing. And then when it grew up, I just threw it in this tank behind me.
Here's the Hoplo.
Oh, yeah.
Is that the one you have?
No.
That one I've had. I rescued him literally from the store I rescued the one-eyed beta from. See all the spotted Raphaels? I've got 9, I think. They love a pile of rocks. They come out at night and eat, but they're not.
Bob, does that catfish have stuff on him, on his skin, or
Yeah,
is it
what is
just the
that?
algae?
It's the sand.
Oh.
It's the real fine sand. This is the finest sand I've ever found, and I should throw it away.
Is it stuck
But-
on his body?
Yep,
Oh,
because he's
interesting.
slimy. See, they've got it on them too,
So the ones
where they
we
red
got,
in it.
the ones we got get 6 inches.
Okay.
We got the spotted ones.
Yeah, mine's about 4 inches now.
Yeah.
The Hoplos.
Yeah.
I have the albino Haplos.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I've got 9 of these Raphaels if they're all still in here, and I think they probably are. I felt sorry for them at a store because they were actually Ethan's store. Because I was in there one day and they were all 9 in an ornament, and I'm like, that's no life. So I got them, and they stay under the rocks all the time now. So I'm like, okay, well, at least they're not crowded now. But
All right.
They were all 9 in a what?
an ornament that was hollow inside, they were smaller then. They were young. They were babies, like half that size or smaller.
So there's 2 people that have had the spotted Raphaels, and they don't get as big as the ones with the stripes.
Yeah, those are full grown because I've had them a couple of years.
Yeah.
My Jaguars are spawning.
Wow.
They've been digging and stuff. There's Mama back there.
They're quite pretty too.
Ooh,
Yeah,
wow. Look at the red in her.
When Coop was showing his, I'm like, I got 2 of those. Yep. Kaylers, I'm glad to see you mixing real fake plants. Yep. Yeah, I have to with some of these, yeah. Oh, that's real, Bunny. I grew that. You like that? Well, I'm sorry,
Put a lot of
guys.
time in that one, didn't you?
I did all kinds of chemicals, and
Yeah, I think I need a cutting of that.
if I had cleaned my glass, which I did actually a little up here, but the big Hoplos are in here. One's behind here, obviously, or in this mossy. Here's the baby. Not such a baby anymore. The one-eyed Oscar. Come on, catfish. Come on. Ooh, there's a bunch of garbage behind this rock. And I'm not kidding. There's a Hoplo.
Ginger.
all that garbage behind there. This tank actually gets a water change tonight, this whole room. You know, I don't know if we saw him, but there's 2 in there. Always goes right where you can't see it.
Bob, you said you had to mow your grass. I got to mow mine.
I need to mow this grass, right? Are you headed out? Is that
No.
what you meant?
It's nighttime.
Yeah.
No, because what you messaged me saying you probably wouldn't make the stream because of that.
Oh, yeah.
I looked in my backyard. I said, "Here we go." It began. I was like,
Sorry.
trying to hold off as long, but when you got 3 fertilizers that's in your backyard, dogs, yeah, it don't take long.
This is the coolest thing I have.
Mud skippers.
Oh, yes. What kind? Do you have the African or Indian?
The African. And actually, my project tonight, I am going to do it. I've been saying it for 2 weeks. I'm going to take the 30 breeder and put the rope fish. That's why I was asking about moving the rope fish in Cooper's, because I wanted his opinion. But this is the 30 breeder. It's just like a 40, but it's shorter.
Oh, I want that 30 breeder, man.
I found that at the LFS one time. The 40 breeder sale had gone off, and they said they'd hold me one. And I went back the next day, and they said, "Well, we can't now. The sale's off." I'm like, "But why would you hold it if you can't sell it, for the sale?"
Right.
So I left there not happy and went to the LFS, and he had a 30. It cost more than the 40 did at regular price, but I got it.
I like
It's
that.
it's a Deep Blue is the brand. I think they went out of business and somebody else bought them, but it's a nice professional.
Yeah. And
I
that's
don't
a
think you
perfect
can find them anymore.
Yeah, somebody else, another nice brand, bought them out. But yeah,
The one I'm looking for is the new 60 breeder. That
Oh,
fits
they're
right
awesome.
underneath the 75. Mm.
Now our PetSmart here has those.
Petco.
Really?
Does Petco
Oh
have
yeah.
them? Okay,
They
Oh,
have
yeah.
a 60 breeder?
Uh-huh.
What?
I know our PetSmart has them.
That's Marineland, right? That
Yeah.
makes that one.
No, it's Aquion
Really?
at my Petco. Yeah,
Yeah, Petco.
I went twice to buy it and I didn't buy it.
How much was it?
I think 149 regularly.
Wow.
But I think it was like 90. It could have been like 129 on sale.
Wow.
Yeah. I was tempted.
Yeah, I have a couple of stands that are 75 on top, and they got the same footprint for the bottom. And I thought, wow, that would be. Look at those rope fish. Woo!
Yeah, they're getting pretty good size. I've got 2 in here, but I don't want them to get killed. But I don't think I can put them in brackish water either. So that would be the answer if I could. I need to research that. Yeah, and then just some killifish. They all hit, of course.
Yeah,
Big M
PetSmart.
says that tank with wood would be perfect for nanochromas, that the tannins work out
Yeah,
better.
yeah, it would. Yeah, well, I can move that wood, of course.
See, PetSmart sells a 60 breeder too, and it was Marineland that was making it first. Then Aquion started making it too. They just came out with it this year.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. I'm trying to turn my camera around. So I'm
It's just a
standing.
perfect footprint for like a fish room where I want something on the bottom, but I want to be able to get into it.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's a perfect tank in my
yeah.
opinion.
Oh
It's
man,
beautiful.
it is. When I saw it, I was like, oh,
I know,
where am I
right?
going to put this if I would get it?
It has a lot of
Like that for my wife.
the aesthetic appeal is really nice. I saw one at PetSmart this past summer, and I didn't get it, but I was attracted to it. And then I realized this is not, a 55. They're
Yeah,
nice.
I was gonna replace my 55 with it
Yeah,
that has my 236 breeders in it, and I'm like, well, do I really need to spend $150?
yeah. It's for the fish.
Mine
Yeah.
has good attributes
Sorry, guys.
to it that the other one doesn't have. It's got the
Yeah.
height and everything.
Yeah.
And it looks
Right.
big.
Yeah.
Right.
That 60-gallon breeder, man, you got the long, you got the depth.
Yeah, it's a really nice tank.
It is. Yeah.
I wound up not getting it.
It's like
I talked myself right into it, just like that.
them 55 low boys are nice too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they are. I don't know
He's
where
at,
to put it.
Prime Time Aquatics has one in the
Mhm.
middle of his fish room with Shelly's in it.
So cool.
Oh, it's neat.
I think he's got 2 of them, but one has Shelley's.
Does it have a lid on it? Does it come with a lid?
He does have
No.
a lid, I think, but it
He
may be one
made
of
it.
those.
Okay.
You know, that's
Yeah.
what Ethan, that's on our panel, that has Fish Mania. He did that with his store remodel. I've been in there. He hadn't done a video. I think I put it in the tour I did on self promotion, but it looks great. He's got 2 80s low boys, and they're beside each other, but some space between them. And he's got plants in one, and what's in the other one? Coral? Yeah, I think
I gotta
coral.
look up the dimensions of the 60 breeder. Y'all are killing me.
I know, right?
It's a really cool. It just draws your
It's like a
attention to it.
75,
Listen.
but just shorter.
That's
Yeah.
all it is.
I
It's
don't have a
Exactly.
75, so I don't know that either.
it's what, a foot shorter, I think? No, that ain't right.
Well, it's 4 foot in length and 18 inches deep.
Maybe 6 inches shorter.
Because what's
Oh,
nice
okay.
about it, because a
4
regular
inches
70,
shorter.
yeah, because a regular 75, you're going armpit deep when you're going to the bottom of the tank.
Oh yeah.
And what's nice about that one is it's a little bit shorter and it's easier to maintain.
And if you grow plants, you don't need a super duper light. You can get right to the bottom with a regular light.
I wondered that, Paul Sotera. He said the 55's going the way of the dodo and the 60. I wondered about that.
I would agree with that statement. I would, because a lot of people, because even this 55 behind me, like whenever I'm working on, I gotta have a stool, and I'm not short. And even then, if I see something I need to fix, like a plant or something, I gotta take my shirt off.
It's all up in there,
Yeah.
yeah.
55's never
You
been
know.
one of my favorites because they're narrow. They're tall and narrow, and I like a deeper tank and a little like deeper, like depth wise, and then a shorter.
Damn like so
Oh.
deep.
Yeah.
Mm.
But
Well,
see,
it looks like we're out of time now.
A 90 is hard to clean too, but you have so much more depth that it makes it worth it.
Yes. Yeah. Because this 55, I believe, is 18. No.
I'm
20.
not gonna.
I think the 55 is perfect for angelfish.
Yes.
I do too. I do
Perfect for
too.
Angelfish.
And 29 is too if they're juveniles.
Younger,
That's that's a 75 there. So I'm not gonna blow it up and all that again.
Right.
Yeah, 55 is 24 inches deep.
Yeah, that's pretty deep.
No, I'd say it's either 18 or 24. I can't remember.
For what?
65 gallon. Same as footprint as the 40 breeder. Yeah, that's a nice tank too. Whips is saying. I like that one too.
Holy cow, it's 9 o'clock already.
Yeah.
I was looking for an update from Maria and I didn't see it. I must have missed it.
And she did it for a long time, but would
Then
y'all
she
drill a 60-gallon breeder to use on the sump system, even though they're not very tall?
Say it again.
Would you use a 60-gallon breeder and drill it and use it with a sump?
Would
know it's not
I?
very
I would
tall.
never. No. Only because it's a coveted tank for me. I would just never drill it and use it as a sump. What this mean?
No, don't use it as the sump, but use it with a sump.
Oh.
I think it's honestly more. It's too small to need
Okay.
I mean, that's my opinion.
Yeah.
what
Well,
to
that's
need a
what it
sump?
looks like to me,
To
too.
need a sump, yeah.
Yeah, I agree with the Stephanie.
But I've got a sump on the stand that would work on. But
Get you a 75, Dee.
Yeah.
Build you another stand.
I don't have to. I can't go no longer on the stand.
Oh,
I go a little
Nice.
deeper, but I can't go longer.
okay.
Well,
Pam.
The 60 breeder has the same footprint, just not the height.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you could drill it if you wanted to and run it on there, but I mean, I guess it depends on you could. I ain't drilling that damn tank. I know.
I wouldn't,
No
I
dice.
wouldn't do it.
No.
Especially
I'm-
now you can get those really cool overflow. Sit on the
Yeah.
back like a hang in the back and it works as an overflow.
Yeah.
Well, I've got that, Susie, but they're very expensive, and now it's not keeping its prime.
Oh.
So between that and the aqua lifter, like $250, you don't know which end is causing the problems. But if it loses its prime, you can have a whole lot of water in the floor. So if I do it again, I'm just going to get a drill tank or not
Yeah.
do with salt at all. Because every time I left, I had to worry about taking it down in case if the power came back on, but maybe one came on and the other didn't sipe it,
So there's so many videos on drilling a tank, and they make it look so easy. I'm
Yeah.
just a big scaredy pants.
Me
Oh,
too.
me too. I can't. No, I'd never drill a tank. No,
You know what,
no.
Dee Dee? Take it to your LFS and have them drill it.
Oh,
Well, they won't, but I'm willing to take this 55 that I've got on this sump and just sign a waiver. Like if it cracks, it's fine. It's on me. And if they can drill it, fine. If not, then I'll just need to get another tank that I don't need the sump for.
Dee Dee,
There you
that'll
go.
be your first snake
If
tank,
it
your first
breaks,
reptile tank.
it's not going to be a snake tank. I can tell you that.
If it breaks, you need some kind of reptile.
No, it'll never be a snake tank
It's
Well,
unless it
frog.
goes to somebody else's house.
Yeah, get a frog.
I will never bring a snake into the house. Not
Dee
that I
Dee.
know of.
I hear you. I second that, Dee Dee.
Maybe a lizard, but no snakes. Now we have talked about lizards.
Yeah, there you go. All right. Skipper said it was 9 o'clock a couple minutes ago, so let's get out of here and head over to. Is Kenny going? I hadn't seen a link from
Yeah,
him.
somebody said
He
they
is.
just hit the go button.
There it is. There it is. Maria got it up there.
Go
Yeah,
button.
yeah. And
Well,
guys,
everybody have a good rest of your weekend.
and we are
You have to have
talking.
a hashtag.
I am talking to people about being speakers, and I did get back with the one I told you I emailed Stephanie. I emailed him again, and he's too busy. Maybe after the summer, he's working overtime and stuff.
Very
So
cool.
we're asking, and guys, if you have a speaker you want to see on here, chat or panel, let me know, and I'll try. All right, hashtag go
Deep and
deep,
wide.
deep and wide. All right,
Or go
All
deep.
right.
I like that one too.
go deep. All right,
Isn't that a
You got-
football saying?
Yes.
go
Yeah.
deep.
It is.
It is go deep. Is yeah.
Whenever they see it, they ain't gonna think football. You already know that.
Thank you, panel. Awesome discussion. Love you guys.
Bye, guys.
Thank you,
Bye,
chat.
guys.
Bye.